Hi everyone, welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the latest patch notes that have come in the game. Captivate hearts in the Feast of Valenti. So yeah, obviously Valentine's Day is coming up, so this ties in nicely with that. Let's see what we have in store. So since our last content update, you've hunted Jingun, Eater of Mountains in Tongshi's Renewal, honed legendary gems in the Gem Surge limited time event, and more. This content update introduces a vengeful haunt on the Hunt for Hearts Valenti and a new battle pass. Okay, so there'll be a maintenance February 11th and February 12th in other areas for servers in America. And yeah, so it looks like things are going to go live after that point, not really that far to go. So we've got Feast of Valenti limited time event. There's new battle pass, that's a season 36 battle pass. Can't believe there's been so many now. Amberclad. Exclusion legendary gem drop pools, something which I was kind of hoping we were going to get. Got returning events, new legendary items. Ooh, the essences. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Didn't seem too long ago since we had some new essences as well, actually. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Feature updates and bug fixes. Bug fixes, we usually don't get too much information about that this early on. Maybe tomorrow we'll see what bugs have actually been fixed in the game. Let's see what this Feast of Valenti limited time event is like. So they've given us a bit of a screenshot of what the screen's going to look like. It looks like we've got a free legendary crests. Actually, that might not be free. Bloody Heart booster. We may have to pay 160 orbs to get that legendary crest and other boosts to this event. That's not too bad, actually. 160 is okay. And looks like there's a couple of tabs here. And yeah, you'll be able to get some gems and dusts and legendary gear and gold, so looking forward to that, but I'll definitely pick up that legendary crest. That'll be cool. Some common folk of Sanctuary worship a blood-soaked fiend called Valenti, a powerful spirit who is known for granting their heart's desire in exchange for a grisly offering. The greater the sacrifice, the more powerful the exchange. On her name day, her power is at its apex. Although the customary practice is to wish for love, people also use this day to make other wishes and discover their future. Those driven mad by love and loss sometimes worship this vengeful entity to greater lengths, building altars for her deep in the woods, and adorning them with a fresh heart to express their devotion. So this is between February the 12th and March the 12th, so a decent amount of time for this event, and hopefully we get lots of nice free rewards as well by doing just normal tasks and stuff. And what did it say? To gather enough hearts to pique Valentine's interest, and she'll bless you with rewards such as, Telluric Pearl. Oh, there you go. Definitely grab that Telluric Pearl in this event. You've got 1-star legendary gems, legendary items, and more. So, yeah, not going to say no to free pearls and some gems there and essences. If there's going to be new essences for this patch, it'll be worth getting those legendary items as well, obviously. Bloody Hearts can be earned from participating in the following limited time events while the Feast of Valenti is active. So, Trial of the Horde, Survivor's Bane, Conqueror, Wild Brawl, Fractured Plane, and Alley of Blood. So that's pretty cool. All of the events that come around. When you do those events, you also, not only do you get the event center rewards, but it looks like we're going to get these bloody hearts from them as well. So yeah, nice little event that's come around to match up with Valentine's Day. I wonder if they're going to do an Easter event as well. But yeah, nothing amazing, but you know, it's some free loot for doing what we usually do in the game. So that's pretty cool. So you've got Battle Pass Season 36, Amberclad. Let's see what this looks like. It's alright. Doesn't really stand out. It's nice. The armor's quite good. I like the armor look. I'm always keen on sort of some like armor looking gear. Alright. Okay, so if we just go back and pause this for a second and just bump the resolution up a bit. Yeah, that's not... it's alright actually. I mean, like I said, I like the armor look. It's nothing special, like it's not going to stand out from the rest of the cosmetics. It's not going to be one which you're going to remember, but it's not awful either compared to some previous ones we've had. And yeah, I'll have to just see what it looks like on my Necromancer. I don't mind the very detailed armor look. It's not as good as the armor which I've gotten at the moment, the blue one, but it's not too bad. So yeah, that's all right. I'm hoping people enjoy that one. Seal your skin in armor and preserve your power for all eternity. So this is from February the 13th. And yeah, obviously the usual type of rewards there. Then we've got reactivate your ephemeral treasures with the collector's empowered battle pass. So that's back again. Cosmetics lost to time have re-emerged in a new aspect of the collector's empowered battle pass. So yeah, you can pick 2 that you've already owned to reactivate them, so you can just wear them again. So it's good for people that have got hold of loads of older cosmetics and they want to reuse them. But yeah, then we've got Exclusion Legendary Gem Drop Pools. This is something which I was interested in. Let's see if there's actual... Oh, there's not really much information here. So it's basically from February the 13th to February 26th. You can exclude specific 5-star legendary gems from a drop pool, increasing the drop rates for all other legendary gems. So yeah, I'm guessing the drop rate's just going to go back to normal with this. At the moment, we've got an increased drop chance of getting the 5-star legendary gems in the Elder Rift, which is quite decent because I have noticed, yeah, you do get a lot more 5-star legendary gems at the moment. But obviously when this comes around, you might, I'm guessing you lose that drop rate that we've got at the moment, but then you can specify which 5-star legendary gems you do want when they do drop. So yeah, it's a bit of a, I'm just trying to think if I should use some crests now whilst the drop rate is increased. So at least I get some, even if it's not ones that I use, I can use it for gem food. Whilst if I wait for this, I can select the gems that I want, but I might not be able to get them very well. Like I might do 40 crests and just get 1. So yeah, I'm going to have a bit of a think. I may end up doing a few crests before this patch comes in, and maybe I'll do some when it comes in. So yeah, that's coming around. And returning events, we've got Winds of Fortune. That's always really, really good. Love Winds of Fortune. It just makes things a lot easier on a Monday to just speed up and catch up with your gems and battle pass points and stuff like that. So yeah, happy with that one. And it's nice to just wait close to when Winds of Fortune is going to end to actually redeem everything as well. We've got Trial of the Hordes, Wild Brawl, Shady Stock, Survivor's Bane, Conqueror, all clans on deck. So these are all coming back. You've got all the dates there. The usual events that are just being rotated. And I think this is the area which most people will be interested in because we've got new legendary items coming in the game. So they can be obtained as a drop in Inferno 5 and higher difficulties. Oh, okay. It's Inferno 5 and higher. That's quite interesting because we're all trying to push into that Inferno difficulty at the moment. So I'm not going to go through all of them. There's going to be quite a lot here. But if you're a barbarian, you can look forward to these ones. You've got Iron Tusk on your main hand, Promised Sunrise on your offhand, Tool's Favor on your chest, Indomitable Spirit on the pants, and Whirling Howl on the head. And you've got Hydra's Maws on the shoulders. So yeah, take a look at these and see if there's any which are going to be really good for your character. I'm just having a quick scan through them now. Just some of them got really small sort of changes, sort of like cooldown reduction by 0.04 seconds, or 1 energy is restored for every yard you travel. Some of them might be some better than others, but Blood Knight has got a few as well. So if you have a look at these, if you're a Blood Knight, look forward to these new essences coming in. So you got Shade Oblique, Viewing Stone, you got Virgin Curse on the chest, you got Cloven Knight on your pants, Count of Ties on head, and Depths of Yearning on shoulders. So yeah, just having a quick look through these ones as well. Seem quite interesting. It'd be nice to Blood Knights to play around with those. Crusader have got some new ones as well. Got Red Splitter for your main hand. That's for punishment. You got Lofty Light, which is a shield glare one. You got Chain Rev for the chest. That's a sacred chain improvement. You got Sightless Sources for the pants. That's going to affect shield glare. Broken Rampart head. That's going to affect Fist of the Heavens. And you got Iron Lure for the shoulders. That's going to affect sacred chain. For the Demon Hunter, you got Skull Shrieker for the main hand, and that's going to affect Smokescreen. Got Sweet Denial offhand. That's going to affect your crossbow shot. You got Hard Feelings for the chest. That's going to affect Vengeance. You got Creeping Demise for the pants. That's for Smokescreen. Face Stealer for the head. Attacking a poisoned enemy during Vengeance triggers a Toxic Burst. And you got Insatiable Craving for the shoulders for Reign of Vengeance. So yeah, some interesting ones there. Just having a quick look. You got some nice things to play around with. Monk's also getting a nice set of essences. So you got Crag's Mitt for the main hand. That's going to affect 7-sided strike. You got Ramble Merc for the offhand for wave strike. Beast of the Entwined for the chest. That's going to affect Flying Dragon. You got Relentless Swoop for the pants for Flying Dragon. You got Wayward Muse for the head. That's going to affect Shield of Zen. And you got Ridge of Shattered Bones for the shoulders. And that's going to affect 7-sided strike. So this is what I'm interested obviously the most, being a Necromancer. I'm going to definitely look at these ones. So you got Death Disseminates. That's for the main hand. Okay, so what do we have? Grim Scythe now targets an enemy and hurls a scythe that applies the Reaper's Mark, which triggers a sweeping scythe when the target takes damage. That's quite cool. That's quite similar to one of the Grim Scythe essences which we've currently got. So I'll be having a play around with that. I'll be mixing that with my summon build, I think. You've got Guard for Loom. Bone Spirits now conjures a wraith that follows you and continuously hurls soulfire at nearby enemies. So we have a new summon. We have a Bone Spirit summon. That's quite cool. Alright, I'm looking forward to that one. That's in offhand. Skin to Bones for the chest. Bone Spirit's damage to the same enemy increases by 6% with each hit, up to a maximum of 18%. They increased the Bone Spirit damage a few patches ago, actually. So this is quite cool that they seem to be focusing on Bone Spirits again. May have to take it back into PvP again. For the pants, you got Unflurring Revival. Dark Curse now reanimates corpses into spectral hounds that attack nearby enemies. Okay, this is fun. There's got some really fun essences here. Fateful Flame for the head. Grim Scythe also marks enemies for 6 seconds. If a marked enemy is attacked 5 times, the mark explodes and deals damage to nearby enemies. That's another nice one as well. I have a Grim Scythe build which matches in with my Golem and a few other skills. I use it in Challenge Rifts and it's really effective. I might have to play around with these marked ones. They might be quite nice in Challenge Rifts. And they've got Ostlag for the shoulders. Ostalag. Dark Curse marks its targets for 6 seconds, causing them to explode on death, dealing damage to nearby enemies. That might be a nice one for PvP. I might try that one out in PvP. That's quite a cool one. You can throw that one out and marking enemies for 6 seconds. Hopefully you can just throw that out in front of you somewhere. And yeah, that's quite cool. Tempest has got Knockbroad's Horn for the main hand. That's going to affect Storm Fury. Coral Shank for the offhand. That's going to affect Crosswinds. You got Celian Skin for the chest. That's going to affect Riptide. And Mistral Guides for the pants. That's going to affect Crosswinds. Seamount Helm for the head. That's going to affect Riptide. And then you got Shell Clasps for the shoulders. That's going to affect Storm Fury. And Wizard, it's got all of these ones. It's got Asymmetric Reality. That's a cool name for the main hand. That's going to affect Disintegrate. And Nexus Runt for the offhand is going to affect Lightning Lover. And Spectral Weave for the chest. That's going to affect Ice Crystal. And you got Atrophy's Path for the pants. That's going to affect Disintegrate. And Pillars of the Skull's head. That's going to affect Ice Crystal. And Frozen Stare for the shoulders. It's going to affect Rayfrost. So yeah, take a look at these if you're a wizard. See if there's anything which you're really interested in. It's nice that we've got quite a large set. It's for all of the classes as well, which is quite cool. Feature updates. Set item drops from dungeons. All dungeon bosses and ancient elites now have a chance to drop set items. Final dungeon bosses have had their set item drop rates reduced to return balance. Okay, so that's, I don't know. So they've reduced the drop rate for the final boss, but then okay. It means that there's a lot of people that rush past most of the enemies in dungeon and go straight to the final boss because you want to speed things up. I think this is going to make us kill ancient elites and, well, I guess I have seen most people do go for ancient elites, but there have been times where I've been doing dungeons and people have just been ignoring some ancient elites. But I'm glad actually that the ancient elites and the mini bosses in dungeons will now have a chance to drop set items. So at least that means you can get some set items along the way to the boss. So yeah, it's a bit crap that they've had the drop rate reduced for the final dungeon boss, because that's the one we look forward to the most to get the drop. But oh well, that's a bit of a shame. So for Battleground, if you have completed any Battleground matches with a class during the season and a class change, you will need to complete at least 20 additional matches as your new class to receive your end of season rewards for that class. That seems fair. So that's quite a nice little adjustment they've done there. Additionally, the rewards you receive from completing each Battleground match have increased. Also, at the end of the season, you'll receive the following rewards for attaining these ranks or higher. So now, you get Legendary Crest for Bronze 2, 3 for Silver 1, 5 for Gold 1, and 10 Legendary Crest for Legend. Okay, I may have to dip back into Battleground if I actually make time for it. That is quite cool. So they've increased the drops, trying to get people to keep playing Battleground. It's not bad. Tower War. There's a Season 6 of Tower War that's going to run from February the 12th to March the 10th. And set items rank increase. This is interesting. The new maximum rank for set items been increased to 25 to further reward you for completing challenge rifts, we're finally getting gear rank upgrades. That's been a long time coming. So at least now we actually get to use the challenge with rewards, and that's another way for us to bump our CR then to help us with Inferno 5. So yeah, fantastic. That's really, really good. Warband. What have they changed for Warband? Oh, got objective and time. Okay. Members can recruit new members, send recruitment. It's quite cool. Warbands can now choose one of two options to communicate their goal. Free association, where they're not really focusing on any goal and just want to chill and just play the game. And group activities, where Warband focuses on scheduled meetup times and more structured group activities. That's quite nice because some people might just want to be in a chill warband where they just want to play the game just with the same sort of people. And there's obviously warbands that are very competitive and they want to just let everyone know when the raids are going to be and the other events like castle defense, etc. like that. So that's pretty cool. Stash filtering, matching set items in the stash can now be grouped together using a new option. All right, cool. Yeah, filtering is always good for people that are hoarding lots of loot in their stash. I'm just thinking of Mal here. Bug fixes. Yeah, we'll probably hear more about bug fixes later on. So yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. I mean, it wasn't amazing. I mean, it's not the best patch notes. I think the best thing is the new essences. The new essences are really good. And we've got the legendary gem exclusion pool coming as well. And yeah, free loot from this Valentine limited event. Not going to complain about that. It's nice that they're actually doing something like this. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Let's just see what it's like when it hits us in game. I might do a little video just to see what type of loot we get. They are the patch notes that are coming into Diablo Immortal very, very soon. So Feast of Valenti. Let me know what you thought about the updates, and maybe the most interesting thing there would be the essences. Which essences are you looking forward to using the most? Yeah, let me know in the comments section and look forward to this going live. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.